Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and beautiful prediction. Liam loses and Brooke smears Steffi. The bold and the beautiful predictions see Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, rages at Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, pouts over losing Hope Logan, Annika Noel. These predictions are all based on the latest promos, episodes, and official CBS soap spoilers. So let's dive into the predictions. Brooke smears Steffi before Hope's dirty secret blows up. Brooke learns a secret, and she has a hard time keeping quiet about it. She saw Hope and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, about to do the deed in the design office. Bold and Beautiful sees Brooke go to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. It's an accusation about Steffi. She is possibly trying to shake Ridge's confidence in his daughter. Brooke may want to make Steffi look petty, so that when it comes out about Hope and Carter, they will all look bad. And she can help Carter look a little better. The Bold and the Beautiful predictions see Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, Brooke, and Carter target Forrester Creations for a takeover. Last week, Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, said his dad likes hostile takeovers. And with Carter pitching his House of Forrester concept. And it will take a lot of capital. So it raises the question of whether Brooke could take her issues to Bill and plot to do a Forrester Creations takeover. This would put her in power with Carter, and they could set up the new concept. The Logans could run Forrester Creations, and it wouldn't be the first time they'd be in charge. The Bold Beautiful predictions see Steffi catch Hope and tells everybody that she's at it again. Steffi almost busted Hope and Carter making out in the design office 2 weeks ago. And in this week's promo, she grills Hope. It's about why Carter is so stuck on Hope for the future out of nowhere. Doing the deed in the design office, Hope makes a big faux pas, which could lead to Steffi figuring out that Hope and Carter are in a personal relationship. Steffi will likely say the same things to Hope that she did about Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and accuse her of using Carter. Once the co-CEO knows, everybody at Forrester Creations will know. And Steffi will say it's typical Logan behavior. Another prediction is that Liam will get pouty with Hope. He is possibly angry, but more likely just upset that he missed the mark and came in too late after she's already told him no twice. Predictions also see Deacon Sharp, Seam Cannon, give Carter his approval, and possibly telling him that things are going to go well for Hope at Forrester Creations, and how impressive she is. Even if Brooke does not approve, Deacon will likely give the parental seal of approval. This comes once he finds out that Carter and Hope are into each other. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, scandal and secrets simmer beneath every surface, ready to explode at a moment's notice. This time, the battleground is set for Liam and Brooke to bring chaos crashing into Steffi's life. With Hope's recent decisions and a battle brewing over Steffi's role in Liam's life, the stakes have never been higher. Liam thought he was one step ahead, convinced he could secure his place in Hope's heart and regain control of his family. But as his plans unfold, he quickly realizes that nothing is going as expected. Steffi has become a pivotal figure in his life yet again, and her refusal to back down from her own happiness only infuriates him more. Meanwhile, Brooke has her own reasons to keep Steffi at bay, and she's ready to do whatever it takes to smear Steffi's name in the mud. Brooke sees Steffi as a perpetual threat to her daughter's happiness, a siren luring Liam away from his commitments. And now that Hope's trust has been fractured, Brooke is more determined than ever to protect her daughter. Liam's downfall. Liam is desperate. His once rock-solid life with Hope has been shattered by his own mistakes and the irresistible pull he feels towards Steffi. It was always there, lingering just beneath the surface. He thought he could handle it, that he could keep his marriage intact while managing his feelings for Steffi. But the more he tried to hide his emotions, the more obvious they became. Hope saw right through him, and now he's left with nothing but regret and a desire to win back what he's lost. Liam's attempts to play the hero fall flat as Hope grows increasingly independent and less willing to tolerate his excuses. He watches helplessly as she finds her own way, realizing that perhaps she's better off without him. To make matters worse, Steffi isn't exactly bending to his will, either. She has her own life, her own commitments, and a deep-seated desire to stay out of the mess he's made with Hope. But Liam can't let go, convincing himself that Steffi is the key to fixing his broken life. However, his desperation only pushes him further into a spiral. Instead of fixing his life, he's becoming the very thing he hates, a man who can't seem to choose, who leaves pain and heartbreak in his wake. Friends and family alike are growing tired of Liam's antics, and for the first time, he feels completely alone. He's losing his grip, and no amount of charm or heartfelt apologies can save him now. His worst fear is slowly coming true. He's lost Hope, he's lost Steffi, and all he has left is himself. Brooke's vendetta against Steffi. Brooke has always been fiercely protective of her daughter, often to a fault. She's fought tooth and nail to keep Steffi out of Hope's life, believing that Steffi is the reason for Hope's unhappiness. This time, however, Brooke is willing to take things further. She's seen the devastation on Hope's face, the tears she's tried to hide, and she knows that Liam's obsession with Steffi is tearing Hope apart. For Brooke, it's simple. Steffi must go, once and for all. But Brooke's plan isn't just about removing Steffi from the picture. It's about ruining her. She's gathering every piece of gossip, every rumor, every mistake Steffi has ever made, and she's ready to unleash it all in a campaign of public shaming. Brooke knows that Steffi has a past that the world hasn't forgotten, and she's ready to dredge it up, hoping it will be enough to destroy Steffi's reputation. She starts subtly, spreading whispers about Steffi's history and planting seeds of doubt among her friends and family. But it doesn't stop there. Brooke goes so far as to suggest that Steffi is still manipulating Liam, that she's intentionally keeping him on a string to toy with his emotions and sabotage his marriage with Hope. Steffi is blindsided, but Brooke's attacks only grow more vicious. As her campaign of defamation escalates, Steffi realizes she's in a war she never wanted to fight. Steffi's resilience. While Liam crumbles and Brooke schemes, Steffi stands strong. She refuses to let Brooke's smear campaign define her. In fact, Steffi sees this as an opportunity to reclaim her narrative, to prove once and for all that she is more than the mistakes of her past. She won't be reduced to a villain in Brooke's story, and she certainly won't let Liam dictate her life any longer. Steffi begins reaching out to those closest to her, clearing the air and setting the record straight. She tells her story openly and honestly, refusing to hide or apologize for the person she's become. In doing so, she garners support from unexpected places. Her family rallies around her, recognizing the strength and resilience that have carried her through countless challenges. Even some of Liam's friends begin to see the situation in a new light, realizing that perhaps Steffi has been the victim of circumstance as much as anyone else. Brooke's plan starts to backfire as people see her attacks for what they are, a desperate attempt to protect Hope at all costs, even if it means destroying another woman in the process. The harder Brooke pushes, the stronger Steffi becomes, until eventually, Brooke's smear campaign is little more than background noise in Steffi's life. Hope's empowerment. Hope, meanwhile, is undergoing her own transformation. She spent years entangled in a web of love triangles and heartbreak, often feeling like a pawn in Liam and Steffi's endless game. But with Liam's downfall and Steffi's resilience, Hope begins to see things differently. For the first time, she starts to question why she's fought so hard for a man who seems perpetually unable to choose between two women. Hope realizes that her happiness shouldn't depend on Liam or anyone else. It should come from within. With newfound strength, Hope steps back from both Liam and her mother's influence. She decides to forge her own path, one that isn't defined by her relationships or her family's expectations. Hope's decision shocks everyone, especially Liam, who is left grasping at straws, unable to comprehend the reality he's created. The aftermath. In the wake of these events, the bold and the beautiful is left with a shaken landscape. Liam is a shell of the man he once was, struggling to piece together his broken life. Brooke, facing the backlash of her failed campaign, is forced to confront the consequences of her actions. Steffi emerges stronger than ever, her reputation intact and her confidence renewed. And Hope, finally free, embarks on a journey of self-discovery, one that will redefine her role in the lives of those around her. Liam may have lost it all, but perhaps that's exactly what he needed to realize what truly matters. Brooke's smear campaign may have failed, but it serves as a powerful reminder that manipulation and deceit only lead to pain. And Steffi, Hope, and all those caught in the crossfire learned that in a world filled with betrayal and heartbreak, the only way forward is to be true to oneself.